They say a picture says 1,000 words, so rather than give an audience 1,000 words, give them a picture, which quickly illustrates the message you're trying to convey. How you create pictures or diagrams in Word is by using SmartArt. What I'd like to do is add a piece of SmartArt to this particular document. So I'm going to scroll down and maybe utilize this area here, or you could put it at the end of your document. Anywhere that's useful. I'm then going to position my cursor where I'd like my SmartArt to reside, and I'll go to Insert in the ribbon and I'll choose the option SmartArt. Immediately I'm presented with a gallery of SmartArt items. These are all of them, but they are categorized into List SmartArts, Process, Cycle, Hierarchy, Relationship, and right down to Picture. These particular SmartArt diagrams all allow you to include pictures in the diagram. I'm actually going to go for Relationship, Hierarchy, and I'm going to go for the first one, Organization Chart, and OK. So immediately, and it's conducive to my theme, I'm given a piece of SmartArt, which is an organization chart. I click in the first box and I'll just type the team. I don't need this particular shape here, so I'll click on the edge of it and I'll press the delete key, and that's how you delete a shape. If I want to then fill in this box, the sort of teams we're going to need is a design team, we're going to need a build team, and we're going to need a trade team. So there's 3 groups. If I then want to put people under the design team, I need to add some shapes. So clicking on this first option here, I go up to the Smart Tools Design tab in the ribbon and I hit the drop down on Add Shape. I can add a shape above, below, or before or after. I'm going to add a shape below. The design team will include wallpaper experts, and then I'm going to go back to design and I'm going to add another shape below, and it'll also include flooring experts, so wallpaper experts and flooring experts. Now if I click on design and then I go to layout, I can change the wallpaper and the flooring from hanging to the right hanging, to standard. And standard puts them this way. I could make them left hanging, which puts them that way, and so on and so forth. So you click on the superior, the uppermost shape, and you change the layout of the shapes below. If I was to click on build, I can then actually go back to add a shape, and I'll add a shape below, and now I'll add a shape after. So I've got 2 shapes under build. I'll click on build, I'll change the layout to standard. And what I'll do there is I'll add the builder and his or her apprentice. And notice the text just automatically fits. I'll then click on trade and I'll add a shape below and I'll add a shape after. And when it comes to the trade, I'll then change the layout again to standard. And what we'll have is we'll have plumbers and we'll have electricians. So you just keep adding more and more shapes. And I'll just zoom in a little bit so you can see more clearly. And there's our organisation chart. Now, with regards to the organisation chart, we were given the colours that match the theme, but we can change the colours using the Change Colours button. If I click this button, I can just rest on the various options and see what the different colours look like. And I can just choose from the range. If I felt that I wanted to apply a style, I could hit the drop down here and I could choose, say, this particular style, which is intense, or I could choose this style, which is more powder. And I can choose this style, which is more cartoon looking. So there's various types of styles and various types of colours. I can also change my mind about the particular organisation chart I chose to begin with. I might decide that I would rather have this organisation chart, which allows me to add pictures of each of the trades. And you just rest over them yet again. But I'll stick with my original organisation chart. You can also click, say, on a particular tray like build, and you can move it up, which basically means it becomes first on that row, or move it down and it returns to be second or third on the row. You can also demote or promote. If I was to click flooring, I could demote flooring, and flooring now goes under wallpaper. Or I could click promote, and flooring now is on the same level as wallpaper. And if I promote it again, flooring's now on the same level as design, trade, and build. So you can demote and promote. You can move up and move down, which moves along the level. You can switch. If I click on design, you can switch right to left. So then design will become the last box and build is the first, or switch it back right to left, which means design's now first. Lastly, if you don't want to click exactly in the shapes, you have got a little button here which brings up what they call a text pane, which allows you to type in here instead of in the shapes. If I was closing that, you could also use this button to bring up the text pane and close it. You can also reset the graphic if you want to discard all the formatting changes that you've made and return back to the original. Don't be shy also to go to the Smart Tools Format tab if you wish to change a particular shape to look different just by choosing a different style and any other settings listed here. You can completely customize the look of your organization chart.